Hey there.
I'm generally not into DIY skincare, but there are exceptions to every rule, and the incorporation of niacinamide is one of them, in my opinion.
I just think that's just my opinion.
So, unless you've been living under a rock, you know what niacinamide is. Everyone either wants to be it, marry it, or sleep with it. I would like to do all three, but I also wanted to wear it. I was looking for niacinamide containing moisturizers so that I could incorporate it more regularly into my routine. They were really expensive, exorbitantly so, because it's niacinamide and everyone's drooling over it. As I was looking through, best niacinamide moisturizer lists, this CeraVe one kept popping up as the budget-friendly option. On Amazon, for example, its list price is $13.99. Right now, it's selling for a little bit less than that. But for posterity, I'm just going to be talking about the list price as I move forward with this train wreck. So yes, $13.99 for only 3 ounces, which breaks down to $4.66 per ounce. Maybe it's a good deal compared to other niacinamide containing moisturizers, but I wanted to know that I was getting the best deal. I ultimately decided on making my own. The reason why I felt comfortable doing this is because I knew niacinamide was sold in powder form as a supplement. I knew that it was a relatively safe ingredient that's generally non-irritating and also very stable. And in addition, it can be used alongside almost every other ingredient, although vitamin C it's a little bit ambivalent whether or not it can be used with vitamin C. Niacinamide is also water soluble, so it can be used in any water-based moisturizer. So what I found out after having that base knowledge was that it's optimally mixed into a base that is formulated with a pH between 5.1 and 7, and the pH of all 3 CeraVe moisturizers that are very comparable are in that optimal range. I also did kind of an ingredient analysis between the moisturizing cream, the moisturizing lotion, and the PM face lotion from CeraVe, and between the 3 there's just very little difference. Of the ingredients that are in the moisturizing cream, the only ones that aren't contained in the PM lotion are acetyl alcohol, petrolatum, and tocopherol. And since I already had the moisturizer, I figured it would be the perfect option, but I wanted to make sure that the cost breakdown made sense. So I found some niacinamide powder online at Amazon from this Pure brand. The list price is $11.25 for 8 ounces, which breaks down to $1.41 per ounce. The 19-ounce CeraVe Moisturizing Cream sold on Amazon is listed at $18.99. That breaks down to $1 per ounce. So first I found out that the PM lotion contains 4% niacinamide, so I was comfortable with creating something around the 4% mark. So back to the cost analysis. So assuming 4% niacinamide and making a 3-ounce jar containing this CeraVe moisturizing cream, I would need 2.88 ounces of the moisturizing cream, which would cost $2.88, right? Because it's $1 per ounce. And I would need 0.12 ounces of niacinamide, which using the Pure brand would break down to 17 cents. My total would be $3.05 compared to the $13.99 that the facial moisturizing lotion, PM, whatever it's called, is going for. So that's a huge amount of savings, 78% off to be exact. So I'm going to show you how I made this today. And before I start the demo, I just want to provide a little disclaimer that this was my first time mixing skincare in this fashion. And so it was definitely a trial and error. There were certainly errors. So I thought that I could use this dinky hand mixer. What I found out is that it's just not enough power to cut through the petrolatum based moisturizer with these attachments. I had to use my power drill and put the attachment in it, which, is kind of hilarious. My scale is also just a general kitchen scale, and it's not as precise as you would probably use in a lab. So when I was measuring by gram, it only gives you the measurement to the gram, no decimal places. So I decided to round up, being okay with what the concentration ended up being. A 4.65% concentration to be exact, when rounding up to get 82 grams of the CeraVe in a tub and 4 grams of the niacinamide powder. Still pretty okay, right? And allowing for some margin of error. But anyway, without further ado, I'll cut to that demo. So we started out by measuring the niacinamide powder in a small bowl, going slowly to make sure I got as close to 4 grams as possible. I then used this small container that I'm going to be using for both mixing and storing the final result, and I measured 82 grams of the CeraVe cream in here. So like I said, I started off by trying to use this beater attachment, which, go figure, doesn't mix very well. I then switched to the whisk, but the hand mixer didn't have enough power, and drastic times called for drastic measures, so out came the power drill. I slowly added the powder while continuously mixing with the whisk until it was well combined. So there you have it. Hope that was entertaining to watch. Of course, I put it in this Hada Labo UV gel that I use all the time. I had an empty jar and it was the perfect amount. This is sold at 90 grams, so it was kind of just me guessing that the density of the Hada Labo sunscreen was similar to CeraVe and thinking 3 ounces, like I'm making 86 grams. Anyway, that's super nerdy, you don't care. But anyway, it fits very well in here. It actually looks like it's the Hada Labo sunscreen. So yeah, niacinamide's water soluble, and so it's not a heavy lift to really incorporate it into a water-based moisturizer like this. There it is, looks pretty good. No grains, just a moisturizer as you would expect. So I'll need to use this, for the next month or so. I have high hopes that this is a very economical, effective option. Where I live is not as humid in the summer. I mean, there's still some humidity, but it's a Mediterranean climate. So I actually prefer wearing thicker moisturizers all year round. But especially in the summer. But you might not want that, and the CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion would be a great alternative as well. It's feeling pretty good so far. My face hasn't burned off. I mean, it's only been 2 seconds, but let me know what you think in the comments. Do you have any suggestions, tips, ways I can improve? So again, make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you're going to, and leave a comment before you go. Thanks so much. See you later. Ew. Thank you. I appreciate you.